Good evening, very good evening to all. Uh, hi, hi to all my subscribers, and I really uh, am excited to be able to upload back-to-back videos. But before I start this video, I like to clarify the point that I'm shooting this video for. Uh, with my family, I have watched a movie today. Mm, it's called A Thursday. It's called A Thursday, and in this movie, this is premiering in Disney Hotstar, and in this movie, uh, there is a very serious mudda. There is a very serious issue being raised, and what is that? That is rape. That is rape. Fine. So there's a girl who got raped in a school bus, and the driver raped her, and the conductor helped. The conductor was the accomplice. Okay. So, so, so she has decided to avenge herself, and as a result, she has taken hostage 16 kids, and as long as her demand would not be mitigated, she will not be releasing those kids. And she wants to talk to the Prime Minister of India with regard to this hostage case, and her demand is that her uh, uh, two or perpetrators, there are two rape perpetrators must be brought to book. They deserve capital punishment. So, and her her kind of demand is that uh, capital punishment should be the minimum punishment for all those rape victims. I'm sorry, for all those rape perpetrators who have been convicted. Fine, fine, very well. So it has raised the issue of rape and rape victims. Fine, but before I appreciate this. There is no doubt that this kind of issues, this kind of movies, we do need to encourage. But there are many rapes. There are many rapes that are going on in this world that also need mention. That's also deserve mention. And I would be talking about few of such rapes apart from this. This is not to say that the mudda that Yami Gautam in that movie A Thursday has raised is uh, not relevant. Yes, it is absolutely relevant, but there are other forms and versions of rapes that happens. I mean, that don't get talked about enough. That don't get talked about enough. And what are those rapes? Since we have started talking about rape these days in movies, so let's talk about some other versions of rape. The most uh, uh, popular version of rape that is brushed under the carpet is marital rape. Is marital rape. You know, mm, marital rape. I teach in a college, and I am pretty happy with some of the syllabuses that I have to teach in college. And one of the reasons that makes me happy is because of a text that has been set in a syllabus that has raised the issue of marital rape. It's written by Shashi Deshpande. You can guess the name of the text. I'm not going to mention the name of the text. It's written by Shashi Deshpande. No, chalo, I'm mentioning the name of the text. It's The Intrusion. It is about a marital rape. So, marital rape is a kind of a rape that that legal registered husbands, the legal registered husbands, they commit on wives, because the husbands think that their wives are their slaves. Their wives are their slaves. They have bought that from beer bazaar slash slave market, and as a result, they can have sex whenever they feel like, whenever they want to. So uh, mm, the wife does not need to agree with the husband. Whenever the husband feels horny, the wife should oblige. No, it's not that. Wife is not a sofa. Wife is not a sofa like this. Wife has every right to say no to husband. But even then, if the husband goes ahead with intercourse, then that qualifies as a rape. And that qualifies as a rape, then that qualifies as a marital rape, right? Then that qualifies as a marital rape. So therefore, marital rape is non-consensual sex done within the institution of marriage. So marital rape is non-consensual sex done within the institution of marriage. So therefore, marital rape is something that is rape. The bottom line is that marital rape is rape. So this is one version of rape that we do not talk about enough, or at least not as frequently as we talk about some other rapes, like the one that has been shown in the movie called A Thursday. Okay. And I would like to talk about one more version of rape uh, that never, or that hardly happens, but people always talk about that. What is that? That the rape in trans community. Uh, I have been talking about an NG institution in UK called Stonewall, which has been advocating for gender neutral toilet, gender neutral washrooms. So when that issue is raised or was raised in UK, there was a hue and cry from basically from right wing media that no, we don't want this, because if we have a men's washroom, if we have a women's washroom, then how can we have trans men's washroom? Because all the trans men, remember, trans men are men with vagina, so the trans men will use the men's washroom, and the trans women are women with penis, so trans women will use the washroom of women, because trans women are women, right? Trans women are women. So since trans women are women, so trans women will use women's facilities. Okay? If trans women use women's facilities, and if trans women are women with penis, then chances are that trans women might end up raping women, the cis women, in the women's facilities, in women's washroom. Okay, as though all the rape that is happening in the world is being committed by trans women. Huh? So that's not exactly the case. So therefore, trans women are not allowed in women's facilities, in women's washroom. So if we cast our mind back to Park Street Kando, Nirbhaya Kando, Delhi Kando, and the many other rape cases, all the trans women are the rapists, right? Huh? All the trans women are rapists. Only the trans women brush their teeth in the morning, use tongue cleaner, and then they go out raping cis women. ট্রান্স উইমেনদের তো একমাত্র কাজ কি? সকালে উঠে দাঁত মাজা ব্রেকফাস্ট করা আর সিস উইমেনদের ধর্ষণ করে বেড়ানো। দ্যাটস ওয়াই উইমেন ডোন্ট ওয়ান্ট ট্রান্স উইমেন টু ইউজ উইমেন্স ফেসিলিটিস, উইমেন্স বাথরুমস, উইমেন্স ওয়াশরুম। No men don't rape, only the trans women rape. Only the trans women go about raping cis women. So therefore this is another version of rape that happens more inside the head of heteronormative patriarchal brain than in the washroom. So this is the second version of rape that is hardly talked about, or that is almost never talked about in right-wing media or in say popular culture, in popular movie, be it Bollywood or be it Hollywood or be it any other wood. So I would wrap up this video with this for tonight, but before you become excited with movies like A Thursday, which has started shouting resilient voices for rape victims, against rape, remember that there are many women who are getting raped, but they are not cis women, but their rape is also rape, and that also needs to be voiced forth. Second point, there are many women, cis women, who are being raped inside their bedroom by their legal, legitimate, registered সরকারি husbands. That is also rape, marital rape. Yes, you can be a husband, you can be a legally married husband, and you still can be a rapist of your wife. You still can be a rapist of your wife. Marital rape is not love. Marital rape is not love. Last time I checked, marital rape is rape. If rape is rape, marital rape is also rape. And whatever punishment you dole out to rapists, the marital rapists, the husbands, deserve the equal kind of punishments. If you are a rapist, then you deserve the similar kind of punishments, be it a husband, be it a trans woman, be it a cis man, or be it a non-cis man. So therefore it's good that Bollywood is waking up to rape and rape perpetration and rape victims. It's very good, but it will be so much better if Bollywood wakes up to other versions of rapes, like marital rape, like trans rape, like the rape of a gay man, like the rape of lesbian woman. There are many kind of rapes that are happening in people with different sexual orientations, different desires, and different genders, and different sex anatomies. And before I leave, I would like to talk about something that is commonly related to, that is commonly applicable for all the kinds of rapes that I have talked about, that I may not have talked about, that are there and that could be there in future. That is rape. If we want a society, let's talk about this. If we want a society free from rape culture, be it marital rape, be it non-marital rape, be it cis rape, be it non-cis rape, be it the rape of gay lesbians, be it the rape of hermaphrodite, bisexuals, transgender people. Rape is rape. But if we want a society, if we are dreaming of a society that would be free of and from rape, then instead of thinking about increasing the magnitude of punishment, what we need more solid, qualified infrastructure for sex education. Because the more we will have capital punishment, there is no guarantee that the rape that is exponentially, the rape culture is increasing, might go down. If we want to counter this rape culture, if we really wish to counter this rape culture that is increasing exponentially in our country and abroad, we have to go back to the earlier buds of rape culture, like stalking, like teasing, like Eve teasing, like Adam teasing, like men stalkers, women stalkers. These people, these teasers and stalkers, if we want to bring them, if these people are to be brought to book, then we have to, we have to talk about capital punishment. Yes, that's something that we can do, but I think something else we can also do apart from focusing exclusively on capital punishment, bringing the rapists to book. That's something we can develop. Sex education, infrastructure for sex education, qualified people teaching, guiding, mentoring sex education, and at the level of universities, at the level of colleges, even at the level of schools and kindergarten. Because unless we talk enough about sex as a public discourse, even at the level of schools and colleges, I think this interest in sex will stay. Because I would be ending this video with this wrapping up, concluding remark of mine tonight. That in our society, what we do and what we should do, in our what we usually do, আমরা সাধারণত করি কি, we only talk about sex by never talking about it. Shh, 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 hush, hush, hush. This hush, hush culture. What do? We only talk about sex by never talking about it. What I recommend all of you to do is that never talk about sex by only talking about it. Think about that. So by having multiple proliferation of discourses, we can address the issue of rape. And how do we address the issue of rape? By talking more and more and more about sex. The more we talk about sex, the less sex becomes interesting. And the less we talk about sex, the more sex become increasingly interesting. And consequence would be this kind of culture vulture perpetrated, and the rape culture would increase exponentially. So let us create a society in which we never talk about sex by only talking about it, instead of having a culture that only talks about sex by shh, when never talking about it. Think about that. Meanwhile, we'll meet you, we'll catch you very soon. And don't forget to stay negative, because COVID is still around.